Hey, what's going on to all my Libras? So you have the sun, the uh the moon. Wow, the sun and the moon. Wow. And they're correctly in the positions that they're supposed to be. Interesting. The the Nine of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, the Tower, the Seven of Pentacles, the Emperor, Page of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. This card has been coming up. A need for foundation has been coming up. And then you have the Queen of Wands. That's also a card that's been coming up quite a lot. So I was just trying to fix it before. But what I'm seeing here for the Libras, right? No major arcana so far that represent Libra, but this is still going to be one of those readings because the sun, you have the sun and the moon in their correct invocations, right? As far as card by card, right? Now the directions of it, the sun, not necessarily. However, the point, the right, and then you have the Nine of Pentacles. So what I'm seeing here for you Libras, right? A lot of you Libras right now need to understand that a lot of you Libras need to understand that you need to actually, you may have somebody right now, and you Libras need to actually figure out what this person means to you. You're not going to be able to get away with being calm, cool, collected. It's not going to work. If you know you like this person, you're going to have to let them know, and you're going to have to show them. You're actually going to have to dig deep in your bag. Yeah, because the sun and the moon represent this partnership that is supposed to be created or should have been created, right? Or is being created. And the two of you, when you're with this person, it just feels like the two of you are the only ones on earth. But see, the reason why it is I say that a lot of you Libras are going to have to dig into your bag is because acting like you're not interested in them or giving them the cold shoulder is going to ruin the relationship. It's going to ruin the future of the relationship. It's going to make it so that the two of you are going to have problems, and the two of you may not actually have a future to speak of. The Nine of Pentacles is that you thinking that this relationship could not get any better. And you're wrong. It could get better. But see, how it's going to get better is by, number one, taking it a little bit slower, right? So that the relationship can last longer, right? You know, any star that burns too brightly burns the least amount of time. And it's the same situation with relationships. This is part of why I give people space in relationships, and why I suggest for y'all to give people space in relationships is because for instance, I remember watching Spider-Man Far From Home, where they went to Europe, right? They went to Italy, right? And um Norman, no, I think it was Harry Osborn, right? Picked up a little, picked up a little piece. And I predicted that I didn't even see it. This was just my first time seeing it, right? The first time I saw it, I said, I bet you by the end of this movie, they will have been broken up. And lo and behold, by the end of the movie, they both was broken up. Why? Because they were texting when they were right next to each other. They overstimulated each other, so to speak. They were so in each other's face, they actually created a polarizing, repelling effect out of being so attached. You must give the person space. Otherwise, the relationship is burning too brightly. It's too bright of a star. So therefore, it only lasts a very short period of time. And the thing is that The Nine of Pentacles represents you want to make sure that it has stability. So slow down. The Queen of Cups and the Tower represents, I know you want to be around these people all the time, but that's why it is that you need to slow down. The Queen of Cups and the Tower represents the two of you end up having that intimacy and you enjoy it. And it's good. Good. I'm glad that you like it. Good for you. But at the same time, the Seven of Pentacles here represents just make sure that you have that intimacy, and that intimacy can be prolonged by what? Not spending every day with the person. Yeah. See, a lot of times people think that I'm out here telling people some things that's counterintuitive. No, I'm actually telling you something that's intuitive, things that you need to know, ancient practices that not a lot of people do in a modern day context, because people, I told you, the reality is inverted. So a lot of the things in this reality are actually not correct. You should spend time away even from your partner, your significant other. Yes, you should. You should spend at least a couple of hours often. You don't necessarily have to be every single day, but you should at least spend a couple of hours from your significant other almost every day. Not doesn't have to be every day, but almost every day, at least 3 times a week. At least a couple of hours, at least 5. The two of y'all can breeze off, have your own personal time for yourselves, do it. Being attached like that, that's not the move. Why? Creates too many issues. This person starts stereotyping things about you that they don't like, even, and they may love it. But the thing is that just because of the fact that the two of y'all have your own ideas and your own personalities, it clashes. So the thing is that the Seven of Pentacles represents love, but make sure that the love is built upon a sturdy foundation. No, take it slow, right? Slow. I ain't gonna say take it slow, but slow down from where it is that you are. You know what I'm saying? You recently met this person. Y'all been kicking it. Maybe you may know the person, and y'all started off as being friends, right? This person was in your social circle. Maybe you just met this person, and this person is fresh, but you have an intimacy the way that you are so quickly and stuff like this. You want to make sure, Libra, that this isn't a fly by night. So the emperor now represents, in this deck anyway, the emperor is invoked correctly in this specific deck. So I'm using a dragon tarot. So in this deck, you want to make sure that the obstacles are cleared, and how you realize that this person is safe to be around, or if this person is going to be a real long-term partner, and how that person will see if you are a long-term partner is with time. And that's why one of the reasons why Libra is important, because Libra represents the friendship in a relationship. There's no way a relationship where people say that they want a long-term relationship can function long-term if the two of y'all can't even stand to be with each other. But Libra, on a higher perspective, represents peace. So this is the peace aspect of a relationship. You can't have a functional relationship if the two people are essentially arguing like cats and dogs here, clashing heads, not seeing it each other's way at all, ever. And as a result, just checking something. And as a result, the emperor is about you taking your own personal responsibility into consideration, slowing down. Make sure that this person has no red flags, or make sure. Um, the Page of Pentacles Make sure that this person actually has a way to sustain themselves. Make sure that this person isn't looking at you like you should be the one giving them something. Page of Pentacles, this person, you make this person feel youthful again. And that's good. That's great. But at the same time, just make sure that you're not rushing into anything. The Four of Pentacles, if you can do that, this relationship should have a strong foundation to stand on. The Queen of Wands, however, represents this person is a little bit rash with their decision making. And just take note, take this into consideration. This person may be very quick to fall in love, and falling in love is not astute. It's not it's not something that's really going to uh them wanting you to fall in love or them falling in love with you in this given situation may not necessarily be the best thing for you, because you also have to take into consideration, have they fallen in love this quickly with somebody that they've known from their past? You have to ask yourself that. You have to seriously ask yourself that question. Yeah. So let's clarify the Queen of Wands. That's why it is I suggested to you, Libras, to slow down, because then that gives you time to see who they actually are. The Star, the Moon, the Empress, which is Libra. Okay. I'll draw another card because I do clarify with 4 cards now. The Five of Pentacles. So again, they're coming in with and you did have the Star in this reading before. So they're coming in again with a lot of youthful energy, enthusiasm, but they may get very attached very quickly. And that's another card that you also have, the Moon as well. The Empress is that the Empress represents you Libras need to not join them in that enthusiasm. Yes, you can be enthusiastic and you can want to be in a relationship with them, but take into consideration that they may just feel like that right now, and their feelings may actually be emotional. It may be whimsical, and it may not necessarily be quite stable. So the Empress is about you being interested, right? But what the Empress is supposed to really mean is be interested, but take into consideration that this may be short term, because this person, may not necessarily know how to manage that enthusiasm and that desire for you over a longer period of time. Then you have the Five of Pentacles, which represents, kind of let absence make the heart grow fonder, right? Or if you don't want to deal with them at all because you start to see that they are a little bit whimsical, or based upon this reading, you can leave, but leave them alone, right? Stop dealing with them. But if you want to still deal with them, because at the end of the day, you're going to do whatever it is that you want, you can still deal with them. It's just that let absence make the heart grow fonder. And what I mean when I say let absence makes the heart grow fonder is, um give it like 3 days. You don't see them. Give it like, or hang out with them and stuff like this for like 2 days out of the week. And then for the other 5 days, or I should say the other 4 days, don't say something. And then after those 4 days, say what up to them, hang out, try to hang out with them, that one day. Don't talk to them for about 3 days. Then, try to hang out with them, two more times, three more times, somewhere around there. Play with the weeks. You know, let's clarify let's clarify the moon. Let's clarify the moon. Let's clarify the moon. So you have Seven of Swords, the Queen of Wands, the Fool, and the Page of Swords to clarify the moon. So the Seven of Swords is Seven of Swords, Queen of Wands. Again, they may be very passionate in the heat of the moment, while at the same time, this is how they treated a lot of their past relationships. They were very short-lived. So what you have to do here is you have to kind of, they, how do I say, they have a history of doing this. And the Fool and the Page of Swords represents, you know, how um they're really not necessarily looking for commitment. So just hang out with them at, for leisure. Don't necessarily hang out with these people for a long-term stay, right? And you kind of saw the evolution of how I went from the beginning of the reading to this part of the reading, because it's what's real. It's something that really has to be talked about. You don't want to get yourself caught up in a situation where you're moving so fast, right? With this person, you're moving so fast with an individual who you just met, and then you end up getting caught up where you fell in love, because falling in love is not good. Falling in love will not benefit you if you're the one that's doing it, because falling in love is different from being in love. Falling in love is it's whimsical. Being in love is evolutionary. But I'm not going to get into it here at this video. But comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. um Keep clicking that subscribe button, keep clicking that like button, keep clicking that notification bell, and click the notification bell, click the all settings to the notification bell, so you can get notified whenever it is that I drop these videos. Currently, I am trying to reach 2,500 subscribers by the end of the year. Currently, I'm at 2,460 subscribers. Would really appreciate it if you really subscribed and just kept up with the channel. That's pretty much it. Peace. Have a good one.